I was raised for it to be very important. So, it is tough, but at the same time, you do the best that you can do, and you don't really worry about what the rest of the world has to say about it, because you stick for the values that you believe in.
That national championship picture in St. Louis last year in March looked like one of the saddest group of guys I've ever seen. Playing, you won a national title, but it didn't feel that way to a lot of people, did it?
No, I think it was definitely a huge letdown. I think my loss was definitely a large part of that letdown, and I think the loss of not the loss, but the way a few of the guys in our team finished up, and we could say that the guys that were seniors, but the guys that were veterans as well. A guy like Jay Fortune and Charlie Fall and Alex Sturzer. So those guys who didn't have what they wanted and didn't have what they expected to get, and maybe that was the problem, is they expected for it just to happen. And that's a good lesson to be learned from this year. So were we down? Yeah, we're down. We're still down. We still don't feel like we're the best of the best. You're the best of the best, because you carry that confidence with you, but you don't feel good about it. So, as I said, that's probably one of the biggest things this year, for me at least, and for a lot of guys on the team, is feeling good about that win. Going and win a national title, and let's feel good about it. Let's go and dominate. Let's go and perform the way that we really can.
You talk about the guys that spent a year in Virginia. You made a great sacrifice to come here. Coach talked about it. You won a couple team titles. Are you guys progressing towards the goals you set when you came here and the things you wanted to accomplish?
I think it probably depends who you ask. If you ask me, yeah, for the most part, I have come here and we've won two team titles. Had pretty good success individually for myself. I don't know what the rest of the guys would probably say. From my viewpoint, probably not. But I'm not sure what their. I know what their goals should be, but I'm not sure where they're at with those. So, I think the nature of the sport is that the best guy at the end of the day is the guy with his hand raised, and that's when you're going to feel good about it. And
With so many seniors this year, how good in your mind can this team be?
I think this team is as good as it is. As good as it is on paper, it's that and it's better. Seniors, I guess you could say, are important, but I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that they're seniors. I think that experience helps, and I think that the fact remains is just as it was last year. Is we got a pretty talented group of guys here who can go out and put a whole lot of points on the board, and being a senior maybe means that they've been through it before, and they should understand and grasp the idea of how to go and do it. Does that mean it's automatic? Does that mean because they're a senior and because it matters more this year that's going to happen? No way. And I think we have to keep that in mind as a team, as individuals, that the talent's there. We've shown it, proven it, but we have to go and perform. And you got to go and do it when it matters most.
How much personal analysis did you put in to the end of your season? Say late March, April.
Probably a little bit, not a whole lot. Like I told one guy, you can't just break it all down and try to build it all again. It's not to say that because you lost that the whole system and your whole foundation of how you wrestle is wrong. So there wasn't a whole lot of reshaping to be made. I think there's fine adjustments. I think there's adjustments that are made, lifestyle wise. We talked about rest, making sure that you're using those rest times for what they're worth, which is rest. Making sure you're getting a whole lot out of these practice periods. And the same things you always know, the same things that philosophies I live by, but just doing it at another level and continuing to know that it is important. If for any reason I thought, or we as a team thought, that it wasn't important, those fine things weren't important, there's another reason why it is.
How much does it mean to you and the other guys? You got a senior-dominated team. You got one more chance to make it all right. Everybody, you got eight guys that could potentially go out and be in the starting lineup and have a last chance to do it and do it right.
It means a lot. Just because it is your senior year, but also because we do have two running right now, and to get a third would be good. It'd be good for us we feel pretty good about it, but also it'd be good moving forward. It'd be good to set an expectation for this next group of guys who are coming through as to what we're all about and the expectations that we have. A letdown would probably wouldn't be as positive. A letdown wouldn't send the same message to these guys as what we really want, which is we're here to win, we're here to dominate every single time we step out on the mat, and I guess being seniors, you want to finish that way. So especially after last year's letdown, you could say feeling good about this year would be positive, but it's all would be right now. It's still a whole lot of work to be done. So.